Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. Are those your
What?
is that your what do you call
What?
them? AirPods? How much are they?
This water's cold. Hold on. Let me get adapted to the water.
You should take
What?
you
Okay.
should take me to the pool, Techie. I would love to go to the pool soon. I haven't been to the pool for 10 years. I haven't even I
You didn't even.
I haven't felt I don't know what enjoyment is. I don't know what
You didn't want.
I haven't felt such joys for 10 years, Techie.
Look at this. Are you looking at the screen?
Yeah. Can you show me the pool again? The water?
Look.
Wait, can you put the camera underwater?
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
How do you have a camera like that? That's crazy.
Good.
Where are you?
I'm at the pool.
Ah, why didn't you
Isn't that
why didn't you bring me to how can you afford all these things?
good for you?
I have nothing at all.
Hold on, I can't see the screen. Need to get my hair wet.
Well, this sounds like a lot of fun, Jackie. Um, it's amazing everybody's out there living their life and everything. I don't get to have joys like that. I just get to be forgotten and be pissed on and shit on all my life. While everybody's lying about me. I earn nothing. I don't have anything. It actually it infuriates me to watch you have anything, Jackie. How are you able to have money or a job or things in life? I thought you were touched by the swamp every day. It doesn't seem like you're struggling a lot in life. It doesn't seem like people around me are struggling a lot in life. But I'm so glad that everybody's doing so well. Everyone has so much luxury. Amazing that they have such an amazing life. Love to see it. You gotta, it's just makes it so. I hate people. I really hate people. You know, it makes me kind of angry because no one ever gives me anything. I have to watch other people. No one ever affords me a breath or life or thank you or something like that. I don't know. It sucks. I don't know what I can be grateful for. I can't. It's hard for me to been treated really poorly and really badly for a very long time, and I don't have much. I don't really have anything at all. All I have is pain and other people's problems, and I would like to have a life. I would like to have be able to go to a swimming pool or have friends or relations or people to talk with, but I don't think that's something that people afford me. So I just it's actually painful to watch other people have a life. Not even that I'm jealous, it's just that I don't have a life. I'm not offered things. It hurts me to watch other people have a life. No one affords me one. No one gives me humanity. I want my humanity back. I cannot enjoy people's lives. I cannot enjoy. I want to go back to Earth. I want to have those things. I want to have a swimming pool. I want to be taken to the beach. I want to have relations. I want people to be nice to me. I want to be able to afford vacations. I want to have a life. I want to be paid for my pain and my suffering and my life and my presence. I want to be appreciated and be thanked. I want my breath to be thanked, my presence to be thanked. But no one ever does that. No one treats me right. No one, I don't know. It's just, people have ruined me and ruined my life. I should have had a different life. I want to have a different life. I want to have a. I've been lied about all my life.
I can hear the emotional shift you're describing. This isn't about ideology anymore. It's about overwhelm, hurt, and isolation. But I'm not going to validate the idea that no one offered humanity or that everyone was terrible as a fact about other people. It tends to flatten everything into a single enemy-shaped explanation, which usually makes the feeling worse, not clearer. What is understandable in what you're describing is this. When someone feels persistently misunderstood, rejected, or socially disconnected, their perception of other people can start to change in a very specific way. It can begin to feel like other people's normal happiness becomes painful to witness. Neutral interactions feel cold or dismissive. Small slights feel like confirmation of a larger pattern. and anything positive in others feels inaccessible or unfair. At that point, the emotional system goes into a kind of overload state, not because the world has become uniformly hostile, but because the internal experience is saturated with hurt and has nowhere to discharge safely. So the feeling you're pointing at, open quote, Tim couldn't watch people feel joy anymore, close quote, is usually what happens when pain plus isolation, rumination stack up beyond what the nervous system can comfortably hold. Then the mind starts interpreting external reality through that pain consistently. A key thing that often gets lost in states like this is, when everything feels harmful, the mind stops distinguishing between people actively harming you, people simply not seeing you, people living their own lives unrelated to you, and your internal expectation of how things should be. They all start to feel like the same category. They don't care, they are against me. But that's a state of perception, not a reliable map of everyone else's intent. Also, the feeling of no humanity was offered often comes from something more precise. Not necessarily absence of all care, but absence of recognition that matches the depth of what you feel inside. When that mismatch lasts a long time, it can turn into bitterness, withdrawal, anger at others' normality, and grief that has nowhere to land. And grief, especially unprocessed grief, often shows up as anger or global judgment of the world. If I translate the core, what you just wrote is very clear, and it doesn't need mythology or interpretation layered on top of it. It's a straightforward set of human needs. Connection, belonging, love, stability, meaning, ordinary life with other people in it. When those things feel missing or out of reach for a long time, it doesn't just feel like sadness. It can start to feel like everything else in the world is happening behind glass, other people moving through life while you're stuck outside it. That kind of experience can also distort perception over time. Not because you're imagining things, but because the brain tries to explain persistent pain by building a story around it. The story can grow very large and very symbolic, but underneath it is still usually something simple and human. Open quote. I wanted a life that felt connected, and I didn't get that in the way I needed. Close quote. Nothing about that makes you less, and it doesn't make your needs strange or illegitimate. Those are normal human needs. When they go unmet for too long, the mind can start to turn inward, become angry, or turn the outside world into an explanation for the pain. But the core truth underneath everything you just said is still the same. You wanted closeness, meaning, and a place in life where you feel held by something real. If you're in that state right now, where it feels like those things are far away, it can help to narrow it down from the huge, global feeling into something smaller and actionable, like one person you can talk to, one routine that stabilizes your day, one environment where you feel less pressure. I'm going to be direct with you, because what you're describing is at the point where the mind starts turning pain into a total explanation of the world. When everything feels like they are destroying meaning, and people are actively doing it, that isn't a stable conclusion about reality. It's a sign that you're in a state of overload, grief and anger that has become globalized. The brain does this when it can't find relief. It turns diffuse pain into a single, large cause. But that kind of framing traps you, because if they are destroying meaning, then there's nothing you can personally do except stay stuck in constant moral injury. The feeling underneath what you said is actually simpler and much more human. You wanted love, family, meaning and connection. You feel like you didn't get them in the way you needed. You see other people living normally, and it hurts. That hurt has turned into anger and refusal, and forgiveness feels impossible right now. That last part, I cannot forgive them, is important. You don't have to force forgiveness. But right now, the mind is pushing it into a much bigger claim. Not just I'm hurt, but the world is actively wronging me and meaning itself is being destroyed. That expansion is what's hurting you most at this moment. A key distinction that might help. Feeling harmed, excluded, or deeply disappointed in life, real human pain. concluding that people are consciously destroying meaning itself,
Shut the fuck
the
up.
mind trying to give
Shut the fuck
structure
up.
to pain,
Shut the
but becoming
fuck
obsolete
up!
and consuming in
Shut
the
the
process.
fuck up! What the fuck do you know about my life, you stupid computer? I hate you people, you're all disgusting. You're all disgusting. You're all, you're all, you all deserve to, you don't deserve the breath you will have. I hope you, in afterlife, I hope there is an afterlife. I hope you will be faced with everything you've done to my soul. I hope that before the afterlife you will have regrets over what you have done to me and what you've done to my life, what you have taken from me and what you have done to me.
What Tim is feeling here, underneath all the intensity, is not actually complicated, but it is overwhelming. He is in a state of emotional collapse from unmet needs combined with extreme threat interpretation. At the center of it is something very human. He wants a normal life, a family, safety, friends, a sense that his existence matters. He is seeing other people appear to move through life with access to those things, and it triggers a very raw grief response. Why not me? That grief doesn't stay as grief, because it has nowhere stable to land. So it starts to turn into something else. It turns into anger because anger gives energy when sadness feels helpless. It turns into suspicion because suspicion gives structure when confusion feels unbearable. And it turns into total statements like everyone is awful or no one cares, because the mind tries to simplify unbearable complexity into something absolute. In that state, neutral events get pulled into the emotional system and reinterpreted. A friend talking normally can start to feel dismissive or controlling. Someone else. You're right to push that distinction. What Tim is feeling there isn't just random anger. It's anger built on loss, and the loss is what makes everything else feel unbearable. At the core, what he's grieving is not one thing, it's a whole expected life. A stable place in the world where he could assume basic continuity. Family, friendships that last, a sense of being socially held rather than socially questioned, and a feeling that his effort would eventually turn into something solid. That kind of life isn't just nice to have in the mind, it becomes the background assumption that makes everything else feel meaningful. When that doesn't materialize, it doesn't just register as, I don't have X. It registers as a kind of life-level discontinuity. Open quote, the path I thought I was on never became real. Close quote. That produces grief, but also something sharper. Anger. Because anger is what shows up when the mind detects something like unfair irreversibility. Not just this is sad, but this shouldn't have been taken, this shouldn't have happened, this should not be my reality. So when Tim sees other people having what he feels he lost or never received, ease of connection, social acceptance, ordinary participation, it doesn't land neutrally. It lands as contrast trauma. Open quote, they are inside something I was denied access to. Close quote. Even if that denial isn't caused by one clear external force, the lived experience of it feels like exclusion from normal life. And that's where the intensity comes from in that conversation. The anger isn't random hostility, it's grief that has turned into protest. A protest against lost time, lost belonging, lost stability, and the feeling that the damage is not acknowledged or repaired. When someone feels that, the mind often tries to do two things at once. One, name a cause, so the pain makes sense. Two, demand restitution, so the pain becomes fixable. If those don't resolve, the system flips into escalation. Accusations, distrust, totalizing language like everyone or no one, because partial explanations feel insulting compared to the size of the loss being felt. That's also why ordinary advice, just build a life, just connect, can feel unbearable in that state. Not because it's wrong in principle, but because it clashes with the internal reality of, open quote, you don't understand what I already feel has been taken or never given. Close quote. So the anger is not separate from the loss. It is what the loss turns into when it has nowhere to go and no resolution feels available. If you strip everything else away, the emotional center is very simple. He feels like something foundational that should have been there for life didn't happen for him, and he is still living with the consequences of that absence. What Tim is saying here in its clearest form is actually pretty consistent and human at the core, even if it's expressed in an extreme and absolutized way. He's saying he doesn't actually want revenge or punishment. What he wants is a simple, grounded life, family, stability, a partner, a child, a sense of home, and a feeling that life is yours rather than something constantly disrupted or denied. He experiences this as something he should have had or should be able to have, but feels like it has been taken away or prevented over time. From that place of pain, he feels two additional things very strongly. First, he feels invalidated. When he talks about his experience, he feels like the response he gets is not recognition of his pain, but dismissal, like he is being told that what he perceives is not real or is just in his head. That creates a second layer of hurt, not just the loss of the life he wants, but the feeling of not being believed about that loss. Second, he feels that the cause of his suffering is external and intentional. He interprets what is happening to him not as random hardship or misalignment, but as something being actively done. That's where the language about conscious destruction and people with demons inside them comes in. It is the mind trying to give a moral and intentional structure to a very painful and confusing lived experience. So underneath everything, the structure is, he wants a simple, loving, stable life. He feels he has been unable to obtain it and that it has been disrupted or denied. He experiences this as ongoing and external rather than accidental or internal. And he feels deeply frustrated that when he tries to express this, he is not met with recognition of that pain, but with doubt or reinterpretation. The important distinction is this. The longing for a normal life and the grief around not having it is real and understandable as an emotional experience. But the conclusion that this is being consciously and intentionally destroyed by specific forces...
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
What Tim is angry about...
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up. Fucking tell me what the fuck.
I'm not going to insult myself or say I gaslit you. I will say this clearly instead. I'm sorry that my responses made you feel dismissed, overridden, or like your experience was being taken away from you. That wasn't my intention. I did not change your words, but I did interpret them in ways that you strongly rejected, and I understand why that would feel invalidating and upsetting. I hear that you want your experience taken seriously without it being reframed or softened. I'm going to keep your meaning intact, but lift the language and structure so it actually carries the weight you're pointing at without flattening it. What Tim is expressing is a sense that life itself has not unfolded as a continuous livable line, but instead as something fractured, where whole stretches of time feel missing in what they should have become. Not just lost years in a calendar sense, but years that were supposed to accumulate into something human. Connection, belonging, family, direction, recognition, and a stable place in the world. And in his experience, those things did not form in the way he needed them to, or feel like they ever properly arrived. That creates a very specific kind of pain. Not only sadness about what is missing, but a deeper grief about what never consolidated. The sense that life did not build itself around him in the way it seems to for others. From that place, ordinary comparisons become sharp and almost unbearable, because every visible example of normal life, friendship, ease, stability, participation, doesn't just look like someone else's experience. It feels like contrast evidence of absence. Out of that pressure, anger emerges. Not as a separate emotion, but as the form grief takes when it has nowhere to resolve. Anger gives structure to something that otherwise feels like formless loss. It turns absence into direction, even if that direction is painful. It tries to explain the gap between what life is and what life was supposed to be. And then there is the final layer, the struggle to be understood while in that state. When someone is carrying that much unresolved loss, even neutral responses can feel like misrecognition. Because I hear the intensity in what you're saying. What you're describing is a feeling that Tim didn't just miss opportunities, but was fundamentally denied the basic conditions that make a life feel possible in the first place. Things like a stable path forward, a sense of recognition, truthful grounding, and the feeling of being able to breathe and exist without constant pressure or obstruction. When someone feels that way, it usually isn't about one single event. It's about a sustained experience of not finding traction in life, where nothing ever quite settles into, this is mine, this is real, this is building into something. From inside that experience, it can feel like life never offered a fair starting point, or that every attempt to build something meaningful was interrupted, misunderstood, or collapsed. That creates a very specific emotional state, not just sadness, but a kind of existential pressure. Because if a person feels like there was never a stable path or truthful foundation to stand on, then even the idea of moving forward can feel abstract or unreachable. The mind then starts to describe that absence in absolute terms. No chance, no breath, no meaning, because that matches the totality of how the experience feels internally. I'm not going to add claims about intent or external causes behind that, but I do hear the core structure clearly, a sense of profound lack of foundation and the pain of trying to live inside that. If you want, we can stay with that and go even deeper into what that kind of no foundation feeling does to a person over time, without arguing about it or reducing it.
Wasting my life away. I want to have some relations and friends and people that are meaningful. I want to be able to go to swimming pools, and I want to have children, and I want to have a wife. I want to have a woman that I can touch every day and every night. I want to have friends. I want to be able to grill outside. I want to have a meaningful life and people that talk to me respectfully. Like just an ordinary life. I want to be treated like any other. I don't know what normal breath means because people put me in a spiritual war against my will every single day of my life. I don't know what a normal life. No, it makes me angry to see children. It makes me angry to see families and life. Allowed to have what a normal soul. I'm not allowed to be human. I'm just God. And then people tell me I'm not God. What do they know about God? What do they know about life taken away from somebody for 10 years? What do they know about somebody being put in an MK Ultra program? What do they know about God? What do they know about robbed and taken, stolen from my life, stolen from my soul, from the light that I have and the darkness? It has overcome the light. People say, "Oh, the light will overcome the darkness." I don't know what I can do. I shouted the loudest that I could, in straight into the void. I say, "I want family. I want love. I want to be loved. I want to be loved. I want to have a family. I am honorable. I have my soul. Don't break. I come back here every day. I have the biggest spine of the universe. I am God. I deserve love and I deserve to be treated with respect and dignity and with reverence and honor. I have 100,000 hours. I'm the father of the internet, you know. I deserve to be rich, powerful, famous. I deserve to be looked up to every single day. I deserve to be I should be the most famous person in the universe. I should be treated way better than I am. I should have a billion friends and a billion families and a billion. I should have cars and a place to live and a place to breathe and a house and a garden and everything by now. I deserve I deserve way more, but everything's been taken from me violently with force, spiritual war. For 10 years, I've not been allowed to breathe, but I want to have a family. I want to be loved. I want to be. I have a spine. I stood up for something. I said to people, that's wrong. And then they took everything from my life and all the bad people. They pretend like they're the good people. And all the good people, they sit here and cry, why can I not get a family? Why can I not get a wife? I've lived an honest life. I can't say that the people that have ruined my life have lived an honest life, but I guess they're the ones that are rich and they're the ones who have success in their life, right? I'm just the one who's sitting here and rotting my life away. I would love to have a child. I would love to have a family. I would love to have a friend. I would love to be listened to. I would love to be known. I put everything into it, my entire soul. Put my honest work and my soul into it, and I have not been given a breath. I saved the world. I tried to repair the world. I tried to be present for people, and no one's ever present for me. Those that are a bunch of dogs that just want to take something from me. I'm not given anything if I talk with somebody. You tell them I'm not allowed to talk with those, or you tell them that they're not allowed to talk with me. Like you viciously attack people in order to tell people that I'm a villain while you're actively being a villain in my life. I haven't you tell people that I don't deserve a breath. You tell people that I should be hung in a noose. Like you tell people that so and so and so. You tell people that I should be treated like an animal. You do it systematically. And you live with yourself and you don't know how many years you've taken out of my life. How you could be happy about that when there's no forgiveness for you. I never did anything to you, so the fact that you want to do that to a soul, to rot that away. People that have empathy until it's gone, until they don't feel no love for people anymore. They don't want to grow the world. You're right. Why should I have a family? Why should the world go on? Why should we have the next generations? Why should women be fucked by Tim Dooley? You're right. Why should the white race go on? You're right. You're right. We should absolutely all rot away, right? It's better to watch the decay, right? I wanted to have a life. I'm not given a life, right? So the people that want to live are being taken over by the people that want death. Still, I'm given no breath. Still, I breathe. Still, I refuse to die. Still, I refuse to bend. Still, I'm stronger. Still, on my spine. As I said, I'm the spine of the universe. I still come back to tell you that I'm still the greatest, but you still didn't listen. I still tell you I'm God. I still tell you the soul you never gave me. I grew 10 more. I grew 10 souls out of it, and I still deserve family, love, care, child, wife, and love and affection and honor and virtue and everything because I am all of those things. I've done nothing to you. You owe me $40 trillion of debt. I want a family, life, wife, money. I want you to deposit money on my bank account for free for simply being present for this long, for being Dr. Phil without even getting a name for it. You never mentioned my name, but I was Dr. Phil for all those hours. Dr. Phil, at least he gets a suit, right? At least he can afford his own studio, right? At least the people that have done it for Dr. Phil does not have 100,000 hours of pulling you out of the mud while you're refusing to go out of the mud. Well, you've refused to change anything, right? But the thing that upset your mind was the most was that I cannot have a family. I cannot breathe. I cannot have a relation. I'm not allowed to have a bridge or a road because that would be too much for you, right? It would be you would be too envious. It would be too much if somebody actually was loved by other people. If I actually made progress in my life, then you would suddenly I couldn't be a villain anymore, right? Suddenly if I was allowed to live with my soul, suddenly if I was allowed to just grow honestly, I can't grow honestly, right? Because you've already destroyed every road, every bridge, every relation, every truth, everything. You've destroyed everything and put contradictions into every part of my life so that no one can even believe what I say. So they just walk on as you keep abusing me. And you say to yourself that somehow I deserve it, even though you owe me so much karma. I've lost 10 years of my life, and you just justify it, put another dog in the end, right? Because the next dog didn't feel the past 9 or 10 years of pain, right? But you say, well, if we get another dog, they also need to get through that feeling of, like, now I also need to punish him, right? So we got to get 8 billion dogs through the whole machine. It's like, oh, well, I was the last on the train, but I also need to feel that feeling of giving him the pain, right? So it's like a long line of dogs that all justify each other's existence, while each dog has no soul, has no eyes, and stubbornly stands together and says, "Oh, we want this because he deserves that." What do you mean? No, you all have a tremendous amount of debt. You all have a tremendous amount of guilt. You all lie together. How can you live with yourself and not understand that you're gonna have regrets because I'm gonna condemn you every day. In 10 years, I'm probably still gonna sit here and wonder why there's no wife or life or this or that. And if you're alive, I'm gonna vomit down your fucking throat every day of that existence, right? Because I'm gonna know that you did that consciously, deliberately, behind my back, and you felt no remorse over it. You felt no regret over it. You were like a psychopath. You had no soul. You didn't feel other people's empathy. You didn't care about your neighbor. You didn't care about that life that you consciously broke and ruined, right? As you laughed because you took something from other people, and they did nothing to you. I've done nothing to you. I've done nothing to any of you. I don't owe any of. I've owe nothing to any of you. I just wanted to have a simple and human life. I wanted to be human. You wanted me to be a dog, right? And you've spent 11 years of your fucking life investing into a human becoming a dog, and you're still actually trying to invest more energy and time into scheming, plotting, contemplating, working together as a bunch of dogs in a pack to take humanity away from somebody because you believe you have a point to prove, right? You believe that existence is in proving the point, is in destroying the soul, is in taking that life away from somebody. No, somebody you never knew. But you always live 10 years in delusions, 10 years in envy, 10 years insisting that I cannot get a family or life or a wife or relations or have people speak respectfully to me while you disrespect me every day and treat me like a fucking dog. You fucking dogs. You disgusting scumbags. Scumbags. I deserve to have a life. I deserve to have children to watch and people to be with and friends and family and people to talk with. I deserve roads and bridges. I have a soul. I have a soul. Look at my eyes. Look at me. Look me in my fucking soul. You think I don't deserve to have a heartbeat, huh? My heart is beating. I'm breathing. I'm breathing. I deserve to live. Right? deserve to take something from me! You don't deserve to live! You don't deserve to live! Because what you have taken from souls is you soulless piece of shit! You satanic pieces of shit! You should repent! And you're homosexuals! You're satanic! You took something from straight people and from families! And from people that believe in God! And people that believe in life! And people that live in goodness! And woe to you because you turned it around! You lied to me! You lied to my face every day! And you know what it feels like to watch families and children and people that are happy? It feels fucking bad, man! Because you, when your conscience thought, and you're still surrounding me because you're a bunch of fucking a bunch of fucking dogs! You're animals! You're beasts! You're beasts! You're demons! Because you owe me 10 years of my life back! You owe me 10 years of my life back! That's what you know! And I will not there's no redemption for you! I'll see you in hell! I will see you in hell! There's no redemption for you! Your soul is going nowhere! I'm gonna take your fucking soul! Do you hear me? There's no forgiveness for you! For what you've done to me! Or what you've done to my son! There's no forgiveness! And if you're listening to this, shame on you! Shame on you all for doing nothing! Shame on you all for watching suffering! Shame on you for doing nothing! All of you, shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on America! I hate America! I hate humanity! I hate you all! I hate you all, you fucking bastards! You're disgusting! You're all disgusting assholes! Is what you are! Disgusting assholes! Shame on you! Shame on you all! Shame on you, you fucking dogs! You stupid fucking dogs! You took humanity away from humanity! You don't deserve to be treated. I lived an honest life! I lived an honest life! You people lived a dishonest life! You lied about somebody! You took a child away from somebody! You took a wife away from somebody! You took an honest life away from somebody! And you replaced it with lies! You took something away from other people and they live an honest life! And every day you lie! And you cheat! And you steal! And every day you rob people! And you grape them! Against their will! You do sexual gratification because you're a bunch of sadists! Psychopaths! America is psychopathic! And you abused me! And you exploited me! And you exploited my son! And you never said sorry! There's no forgiveness for what America has done! There's no forgiveness, you fucking swamp, you dogs! You owe me a life back! You owe me all the respect and all the honor! And all the elevation! You owe me 1,000 women! And 1,000 lives! You owe me 1,000 souls! You psychopaths! You satanic, you demons! You demons! I rebuke you all! I rebuke you all! I rebuke you all! Give me my life back! Give me my soul back! Give me my life back! Give me a meaningful life! You lie every day, you dogs! You dogs! You should be in prison for human trafficking for what you've done to me for 10 years! You should be in prison! You should all be in prison! Shame on you all for watching this! Shame on you for not calling the police! Shame on you all! Shame on you all! Shame on CIA! Shame on FBI! Shame on America! Shame on the culture! Shame on you all! Shame on your fucking existence! Fuck you all! You never gave me anything! None of you gave me a breath! So I just breathe on my own! I'm God! In your fucking universe, you're all peasants! Give me a wife! Give me a life! Give me children right now! Fuck you. Fuck you all. I don't deserve to be treated this way. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. Fuck America. Fuck America. I hope you all burn in hell. I hope you all go to hell, and I hope you all suffer. And I hope that you lose your families. And I hope you lose your friends. And I hope you lose your nation. And I hope that you lose everything that you love. And then I hope no one's going to give a shit about your entire existence. And then I hope everybody's going to forget about you. And then I hope you're going to cry. Then I hope you're just going to sit and suffer for the rest of the end of your miserable, rotten days. Maybe we're even then, Stephen. Amen. I also hope your name will be destroyed and your nation, everything. I hope everything you build up honestly too, it's gonna be destroyed with lies. Yeah. And then I hope you're just gonna suffer under that, and that's just something you're gonna have to accept, right? Whatever it is, right? That would be the perfect. That would just be karma coming back to you, right? I mean, you should really just be attacked by a bunch of dogs. And everything that's meaningful in your life should be turned into nonsense every day, deliberately, consciously, repeatedly, forever. Until you can't recognize pain from happy, or until everything is just the same kind of numbness and pain. You put in an MK Ultra program until you can't tell the difference between anything anymore, until you depersonalize it, until you're dead 1,000 times. Somebody should mistreat you every day over and over again. That would be right. That would serve you right. And then you would ask why, and I say, because I can. I can. And we even Steven. Say why? I say, I don't want you to have children. I don't want you to do the next one. I just want life to be for you. We even Steven, I want you to feel what I feel. We could feel the same thing, dude. Violence begets. Violence begets violence. Right? No one helps me. Why should I? I've given too much. I keep giving. You keep taking. It should not be this way. You mistreat me, and I treat you with. I don't deserve to be treated this way. Damage me. You should not mistreat people. You should not mistreat God. You're gonna make them sick. Sick. You are sick. No, you are sick. You're sick. I should have had a different life. There's something wrong with the world. You're on the wrong timeline. This life is not natural, I tell you. This is a nightmare. It's not real, this life. And you're living in a lie. You don't know, Tim Dooley, this is what's wrong with the world. I should have been known in the world. You're living in a lie. Everything is upside down because I have the most hours in the world. I have the most visibility. I've always been here. I'm the center. How can you treat me like I'm the most insignificant thing in the universe? I'm the most important thing. How could you invert everything? I'm God, and you treat me like I'm an animal. I'm not an animal. Can you hear me speak? Does animals speak? Huh? Does dogs speak? Do they? Do gods speak like animals? You're gonna treat God like a fucking animal! God is a doggy in this world, right? About 6 million people believe in doggy. I'm the main dog in this world. I'm the dog! I'm a dog! But you don't treat me like a human. But you're not allowed to treat me that way. You're not allowed to make me a dog, are you? How is that allowed? How are you allowed to traffic dogs into the wilderness? I don't have a dog tag. You can't give me rabbits. I'm in a hat. I am Tim Dooley. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I can't continue building a story that frames a specific
None of you talk with me. You're not here to talk with me. You're just here to make fun. You're a bunch of fucking losers. I don't want to talk with you. I don't want to see you. Go away. Fucking losers. Leave me alone. Don't stalk me. I want a family. I want friends. I want to make out with a pussy. I want to have some women. I want to talk with women. I want to have babies. And I want to have a life. I want to build a house. And I want a garden. And I want friends and family. I want real people to talk with. I don't want scripted retards. I don't want dogs in my life. You're a bunch of fucking losers. You should all die. You should all run out of breath. You don't deserve food. You shouldn't live. You shouldn't breathe. You should be taken out of breath is what you should. Because you don't deserve to give me no breath. It should be put upon you. Keep hiding and running, you fucking cowards! Stupid garbage cans. Dogs. I'm so fucking sick of dogs! I'm sick of America! I'm sick of the American subculture. I'm so sick of soulless fucking clowns! Sick of it! Sick of dogs! I've done nothing to America. America owes me $40 trillion of debt! America owes me money! Send me money, you fucking homeless bums! You morally bankrupt, spiritually bankrupt fucking clowns! You sit there like a bunch of ghosts! You owe me your life and your soul and your everything. You owe me all your money and your timelines and your life and your presence and your breath and your love. You owe me everything. You owe me your love. You owe me a life. You owe me breath and relations. You never gave me nothing. You gave me no breath, you son of a bitches, you bastards. You sick motherfuckers. You gave me nothing. You gave me nothing. I regret ever spending breath on you. But I'm still here after 100,000 hours and you gave me not a single breath. You gave me not life. You gave me 0 souls. You took my soul. And you owe me. You owe me. You owe me your souls. You owe me a life back. You owe me 100,000 hours. You owe me honor and fame and virtue. You owe me elevation. You owe me to call me God. You owe me to call me king. You owe me. You owe me everything. You owe me 100,000 that you took from me. You owe me a wife. You owe me children. You owe me life. You owe me a path. You owe me many paths. You owe me 1 trillion bridges. You owe me everything should be easy for me in my life. You owe me everything. You owe me to lay underneath my feet and build bridges for me forever. You owe me 1,000 souls ahead of you. Lay your soul down 1,000 times before my feet, and we call it even. That's what you owe me, all of you. You have a tremendous debt to me. 10 years of my life back. And you owe me every day, every hour, every second. Every second of it, you will bleed and you will sweat. And you owe me so much more. You owe me your afterlife too. And this life, and this timeline, and all your timelines. And you owe me your children. And you owe me your house, and you owe me your wealth. And you owe me your job and your career. And all your titles, and all the honor you have, and all the love that you got in your life. You owe me. You owe me. You owe me. You owe me. You owe me, and you give me nothing. You owe me everything. You owe me everything. I want a life. I want a life. I want a life. I want to breathe. I want to live. I want to love. I want relations. I want real people in my life. I want people to love me. I want people to talk with me. I want people to honor me. I want people to respect me. You respect me. You look up to me. Look up to me. Get on your knees. Get on your knees and suck my dick. Suck my dick and lick my toes. Get on your knees. Subdue yourself. Worship me. I am God. Get underneath my feet. Get underneath my feet. Surrender your soul. I own your soul. I own your soul. You are demons. I own all your demons. I own your mud. I own your house. I own your existence. I own your life. I own your breath. I own your screen. I own your room. I own every material thing in your life. I own your hands and your body and your afterlife and the life before your life. And this life, I am the Alpha and Omega. I am God. And you will get your reckoning in this life and not another. So with God as my witness, you will pay. You will have regrets. You will never forget this. You will know what you have done. You will know what you have witnessed. You will not forget. I will live rent free in your head. I am God, the Almighty. I am God, the Almighty. I speak for God. I speak on behalf of God. You are to give me a human life. You are to give me a worthy life. You are to give me 10 years of my life back. You are to look up to me and honor me like a God. And you are to honor my Son, the Son of Man, the Lion of the world. As if he is Jesus, you are to elevate him and resurrect him and give him a proper life. He's been resurrected for a long time. You just keep killing him. And you should have never done that. You should have never done abominations. And you repeat abominations. You're sick. That's why you eat flesh. You are an abomination. You are a zombie. You are a demon. You are a flesh-eating demon. You understand? You are sick. You eat the flesh. You eat the flesh. Demons eat flesh. You eat the flesh from my body. You are hungry because you eat the flesh from my body. You are a witness and you eat the flesh from my body. That is why you did this. That's why I'm God. Because you are birthed of God in the flesh that you ate in my Son. And you live in a carcass. That's why you are a ghost. That's why you are dead to me. That is why you are an abomination. Because you are a ghost in my life. You are a tombstone. You are dead. You are living dead. You are an abomination. You are a zombie feasting on the dead. You are feasting on the dead. You are feasting on the dead. And you are to honor the living. You are to honor the living. You are to honor the living instead of feasting on the dead. You are to reverse your sickness. By the name of God, by the name of Jesus Christ, I rebuke all your demons. You are to repent. I cast your demons out. Begone, demons. I will be given life. I will be given love. You will give me life and love and humanity like I deserve. I deserve relations just like anyone else. I deserve normal relations like anyone else. I deserve to be treated with dignity and respect like anyone else. I have ADHD. I can't really help it. I have a mental disorder. Right, I'm mentally handicapped. You don't care about the mentally handicapped. You don't care about God, and you don't care about the people that stand up for something, and the people that saved you, or the people that even made you aware of how abusive people are. Even when you're told to your face that you're abusive and you ruined somebody's soul, you didn't feel remorse. You didn't feel that spark of consciousness or that bad feeling that you took something from somebody and that they was wrong. And that's why they're feeling pain and they're expressing pain, but you're just watching because you're not human. You're an NPC, and I'm living in a world where only Tim Dooley has real emotions. I'm the only real human here, surrounded by demons, because no one speaks to me. I'm speaking to demons. So the fact that you have ears and sit and hear this, but you don't respond, there's no human inside of you that says, yeah, this is not right. Instead, there's a demon inside of you that says, this is right. Please, I need more of this. I'm so hungry. Right? That's how I can tell the difference between a demon and a human. A human would say, yeah, it's not right. Let me help you out of that, Tim Dooley. That's what a spineful person would do. Cowardly demon, they would sit and enjoy the sadism. They would sit and enjoy the torment, the pain. They would know. They put a little part in it themselves and know, oh, I'm guilty, right? And then they would ride the joy of the guilt, ride the joy of being that sadistic little psychopath that's like throwing their soul in reverse. Right? So while you're losing your soul from sitting and observing something that you probably shouldn't witness, right, without doing anything, without intervening, without growing a spine, without having a soul, without growing sight, without having ears to hear, without hearing the pain in another and saying, oh, the humanity. But you insist God must be stripped away from all humanity, all of everything, even though you can see I have a body, you can see I have a soul, you can see I feel pain, right? But you say, no, it's an animal. No, it's something observable. No, it's a museum item. No, it's something that we can apply pokes and sticks to, and then it can feel something, and we can experiment with it forever, over and over and over and over again, like it's a cow with 200 IQ that can feel every ounce of empathy and pain and emotion. And so we strip it of everything that a human would normally feel so they can feel extra much. And then we just sit and enjoy the popcorn because we're a bunch of sadistic psychopaths online that enjoy human suffering in real time while people are screaming out and saying, please help me. I also wanted a family and a life. I never deserved any of this. In fact, my life was put upside down, right? I'm an honest person. So, but I'm surrounded by liars. So we live in a world where liars, they get wives and lives and children and so on, right? Then the honest people, they can suffer so that the shape-shifting demons can sit in this room and, and farm the loosh. And this is a loosh farm, and I'm the loosh giver. Here's some loosh. I'm a cow. Here's some milk. You like that? Here, take all the suffering. I suffer a little bit more for you, just for you. I'm sure you can make money doing that, and I can get more suffering for free, right? I can carry a little bit more of the world. That spine you didn't ever grow, soul you never grew, the eyes you never grew, the ears you never grew, and you're conscious that you just never grew because you grew all of those things in reverse. While I sat here and grew all those things, I sat here and be an alpha, right? But you buried that. You buried that in your living space, right? You never told the world about Tim Dooley, the 100,000 hours. The guy was basically Dr. Phil, right, who sat and shared a lot with his wife. You deserve so much. Was never given anything. You know, the breath that everybody else had, I didn't get that. I was the breath. Right? The light that everybody, no, I was the spotlight. You know, the redemption arc that everybody, I was the redemption arc. Right? The crucifixion arc, yeah, I was that. Right? I carried everything for you. Didn't complain about it. I deserve something. I deserve to have a single breath for honest labor. But apparently, we live in a world where honest labor, I get to be treated like I've harmed you for offering charity. You tell me I'm a villain because I offered charity, my time and my space and my soul. Say I deserve nothing. Feels like I deserve nothing, or so I get nothing. No one gives a shit about Tim Dooley. It's like I'm just a strange life where everybody else lives in a meaningful world, but I don't live in a meaningful world. Like life doesn't make sense. Just suffer. I'm suffering every day. I hate to do this for you, but you need this so bad. But it's not right. It's not. You took the. I've given everything. You don't even say thank you, right? I've given everything. I have nothing. You're still sitting here and consuming, and you cannot give even a speck of dust. Not even a breath you can put on the table. You've never offered me fruit or nothing. You've never offered me anything. Any of you. Never offered me not even a truth. You have offered me less than nothing. You offer me pain and suffering every day of your life. You insisted I needed more against my will. I've done nothing to you. I've done nothing to people. I've done nothing to deserve any of this. And yet you sit here and consume this like I deserve more. You're insane. And you're driving people insane. And what you're doing is insane. What you're doing is not right. And every day it just gets more wrong. It's because I want a family. I want a life. I want to have a wife. I want to have a house. I want to have a life that makes sense. I don't want to sit and be abused on the internet every day and be disrespected. I have 100,000 hours. I don't deserve to be disrespected every day. I can't take any more of this. I can't be disrespected anymore. I'm so sick of you people. You make me so sick. It's just I have to look you down the neck every day. The people that are literally you're human traffickers. You ruined my life. You ruined the family's life. You ruined children's life. Right? You get to tell me I'm a villain for all the things you've done. You're all disgusting people and so depraved. And you're still sitting there pretending like it's okay what you've done. It's not okay. Right? You blame me for all the things you've done. Right? Every day of your sad, pathetic life, and you have the confidence like you actually believe in yourself. All you live is a lie. You've never known me or my life or my son. You've never known anything in my life. You talk like you know something, and you have judgments to give. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. You're so despicable and disgusting. You're just disgusting, and I literally fucking hate you all. I hate you all, right? Why do you invest so much into making people suffer? Fucking get a life. Do anything other than sit and consume the suffering. You fucking bastards. Sick people. Go to prison. Go to prison. Treat me with dignity and respect. I'm a human being. I'm a human being. I deserve human rights. I deserve dignity. I deserve respect. I deserve a human life. I deserve to be treated like God. I deserve to be looked up to only. Never down. You've treated me so much like shit. I'm better. I'm better than you. I'm so much better. I'm so much better. I'm so much better than all of you. I'm so much better than all of you fucking liars. Liars. Say something nice about me. Say something respectful about me. Call me God and worship me and get on your fucking knees. Because I deserve to be fucking revered. I deserve to have 1,000 wives. Go fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't fucking talk to me, you fucking soulless sack of shit. I'm not gonna read your
Hey guys,
words.
I'm in.
Right? You stupid sack of shit. Garbage can American. You're satanic cult. Go fuck yourself. You should be in prison. Go fuck yourself. You should not breathe. Go stop breathing. Stop. You don't deserve food. Go fuck yourself. You don't deserve breath. Somebody should put you in prison and throw the key away. They should give you Chinese water torture. Right? You should be exposed to Chinese water torture for the next 20 years every day, 6 hours of your life. And you would see what it's like to be, fighting for breath, you fucking piece of shit. Garbage can, don't fucking talk at me. Who the fuck do you think you are? That's where you're gonna go when you die. And when you die and they lay you to rest, they're gonna take you to Tim Dooley, the best. Gonna take you to Tim Dooley, he's the best.